There's a fucking map. Look at that map! Hello lovelies and welcome back to my channel where we spend our entire time talking about all things book. Today we are going into my April TBR for the month, starting off with Frederick Bachman's Beartown and How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackie. I didn't finish these for my TBR last month and I really want to try and get through them, so they are probably going to sit on my TBR until I actually finish them and read them. Beartown I saw DNF. How to Kill Your Family didn't even start to read. We're gonna try and read those this month. I'm probably not gonna go into super detail on those two books because I talked about it last month, so you can watch my March TBR if you want to know more about those. I'm also going to pick up a classic this month and I'm gonna read Animal Farm by George Orwell, which is about the downtrodden of society and how even the most charismatic and on paper perfect politicians can be absolute monsters, but in the form of livestock and farm society. So excited to read this. I absolutely loved this book when I was in high school, so I'm excited to see if I love it as an adult. Next up, we're gonna pick up another Emily Henry book. I read Beach Read and now I want to read Funny Story. Sometimes I hate the glossy cover of some books, but Funny Story, if I'm not mistaken, is about two people who have to become roommates because the female main character's boyfriend and I'm assuming the male main character's girlfriend end up being exes that want to try again and fall back in love. That's about all I know about this book, but I'm excited to give it a read. The next book I'm super excited about. I'm so excited. Sunrise on the Reaping by Susan Collins. I got this literally the day it came out, and this is about Haymitch's Hunger Game. The year Haymitch became a victor. So, very excited for this. I've also had plenty of people tell me that since I hate snow, this book is going to make me hate him more, and I didn't know it was possible, but it might be. We'll see. Now, you know I can't do anything without having a little bit of a dark romance in this, so I am going to read Pen Pal by J.T. Geisinger. And this is about a woman who loses her husband and ends up getting a pen pal in prison, who I'm assuming is the gentleman on the cover. And that's about all I know about the book. We do not go super detailed in these books. I basically listened to Larry Reads and she told me to read this, so I'm reading it. That's kind of the gist on that. This is, if you watched my birthday haul, this is The Other Woman by Sandy Jones. And this is the one that I told you guys it was not what you think and it's not going to be what we think. So we're going to see if it's not what we think and if we're completely wrong, which I read the back of the book and it was not what I thought. So we'll see. We'll see, but this is apparently about a type of other woman that's not the other woman, but I want to give it a shot and see how I like it. Now, I've got 3 more books I want to read this month. Tell Me What You Did by Carter Wilson. This is about the true crime Excuse me. This is about the true crime. Why can't I say it? This is about the true crime podcaster who listens to confessions and then she usually lets them go in one ear out the other, I believe is what I said. But then this case, she can't seem to do that. Very excited to see where this goes, how this will intrigue me, if this will freak me out, because you know I am all for a good thriller / horror novel. And now going into The Crash by Frida McFadden, which if I'm not mistaken either came out last month or the month before, but you know I love me some Frida McFadden. I can usually finish her books within an afternoon, which I'm hoping will be the case with this one. I know nothing about this book. Oh my god, 8 months pregnant, alone, and desperately wants to put her crumbling life in the rearview mirror. I know nothing about this book. We are gonna read this because that sounds so interesting. Ooh, this sounds gripping. Okay, I look forward to reading this one. And last but not least, we are going to read Scarred by Emily McIntyre. This is the second book in the Never After series. And if I'm not mistaken, based off of just the title, I think this one is going to be a retelling of The Lion King. And I'm kind of excited. I personally, from The Lion King, I am a Kovu stan. I love me some Kovu. The sequel is my all-time favorite, but I can't watch one without the other. I need to watch the both of them when I watch it. When their father dies, Michael is set to assume the throne and Tristan is set to steal it. I'm quite excited. I am very excited about this. The kind that begs the question of what's more important, the crown or the woman about to wear it. So is she supposed to marry one of them, but she falls in love with the other? That's the case. That's really exciting. I don't know if that is the case because I'm not reading the complete back of the book, but I am so excited. I loved the beginning blurb of Hooked. So for the freaks, the misfits, the bullied, the loners, the insecure, the damaged, you are worthy. You are warriors. Doubt thou the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. By William Shakespeare, the Hamlet play. Oh, man, I'm so excited for this. Is there a map? There's a fucking map. Look at that map. Look at that map. Oh my god, the Shadowed Lands, Northern Border, Capistria. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. And then that is so amazing. Oh, I can't wait. I am so excited. I'm so excited to read that book. Oh, I don't know if I'll love it more than Hooked, but I may. You never know. Alright though, I think I've talked your ears off enough. Now you know the drill. I want to know what your TBR is for the month. Do you think you'll get through it? What is my bangs doing? I probably won't. I can't seem to ever get through TBR, but I can tell you I'm excited to read all of these books, so if I steer clear of them and I don't finish them all, I'm going to be so mad at myself. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to try to read them all. If you have any comments, concerns, recommendations, questions, leave them down in the comments. You know I'd love to chat with y'all. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.